Hello everybody and welcome back to Two Spirit Life. Introducing you today, whatever it is, to Nugget, my little cross-eyed, rescued off the street kitty cat that is going to learn bushcraft with me. What I have is she's going to absolutely hate me. So backstory on Nugget, a very close friend of mine who's like family is deathly allergic to cats. And she called me one day that told me that there was this little kitten running around her place that was malnourished. The poor thing, just skin and bones, and its little paws were all burnt from walking on hot asphalt, and it was near death. And obviously with her being very allergic to cats, she couldn't take care of it. So she called me and asked me if I could put it up for a couple nights till we found a home for it and, nurse it back to health, which I did. And, as fate would have it, 2 or 3 days into me having Nugget, she found a home. She has been my little companion, and also kind of one of the reasons why I've not been too anxious to go on long trips, camping or hiking or whatever, because I have to leave Nugget behind, and I'd have to inconvenience somebody else to come in and take care of her. But she is going to learn bushcraft with me. So what I have here is I have a little harness that she has never wore. She's obviously curious about it, and she's probably going to absolutely hate me for putting this on her. So what I have here, just so I can kind of keep her near me while I cut this open, her favorite that she's just recently became addicted to, the lovely catnip. I got her a little toy mouse about a week ago, and she's never had catnip. I've had her for probably 3, almost 4 years, and she's never had catnip. So it was pretty entertaining to watch her just go nuts playing with that. But in true Cami fashion, we're going to break out this monstrous overkill of a survival knife to cut this open. I will be getting a different one, by the way, because this is way too big for what I'm going to be doing. Safety first. Put it away, Cami, because my clumsy butt would end up stepping on it. All right, Nugget. Okay, let's get this thing out. Oh, she's going to so hate me. I'm sorry already, Nugget. But the point is here is I want to get her used to having a harness and walking on a leash, because I really do want to take her with me. I mean, people say that their pets are their babies or whatnot. I do have 2 daughters of my own. My cat does not compare to my daughters, but she is my baby. I absolutely love this cat, and I do plan on taking some extended trips. I'm potentially going to wind up in a position at work that will require me to travel more. So I really would just like to be able to take my little Nugget with me. She's been my companion, my confidant. She's comforting. She's I wouldn't go as far as to say emotional support animal, but she's my baby. So anyway, let's see how pissed off she gets at me when I put this on. First off, let me figure out how it even goes on. More instructions. Okay. All right, so it looks like this is the front. And this is the back. Okay, little one. I'm sorry, baby. Oh, you already hate me. Oh my gosh. You're already clawing at me. It's all right. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. Here. I'm not hurting you. I'm not hurting you. Okay. Wow. Okay, she's not quite spazzing out like I expected she would. Come here, Nug. Come here. Come here. Nugget. Hey. Come here. She is not having it. Oh, goodness. Oh, she is not amused. It does look like it's too tight, but I can promise you it's not. She is a very furry cat. I think she's part Maine Coon or Lynx or something. I don't know, but she's a very, very furry kitty. So let me see if I can get this adjusted a little bit better. Yeah, she's not happy with me at all right now. She's gonna hate me even more when I put the leash on her. Oh yeah, she's not amused. But she's not spazzing out quite like I thought she would. Okay, here comes the fun part. Yeah. Here, let Mommy tighten this up a little bit, or loosen it up, rather. She's desperately trying to get out of it. How about we try to go outside? How about that, huh? Let's see if we can go take a trip outside. You have not been outside without being in my arms for many years. I think you might enjoy it. Okay, come on, the door is open. The door is open. Come on. Come on. She's like, whoa, what is this? Come on, baby. Nugget. Nugget. Come here. How about we pick you up and take you down there, huh? This is her first time actually being on grass in probably at least 4 years. So all of this is completely new to her. The harness, the leash, being outside without me holding her, touching grass. I never had to worry about her running out because she was so afraid of concrete burning her paws that she would see the concrete and she would immediately run back inside. But she seems to be okay with it at the moment. Okay, come here. It's not terribly cold out here either. It's probably in the high 30s, low 40s. I haven't looked. But it's actually pretty mild out here, so she's not freezing. She's obviously a very furry cat. She's quite interested in the leaves, that's for sure. Are you trying to go back inside? Nugget, come over here. Come on. Come here, baby. Nugget, come here. Come here. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. Yeah, come on. Come on. Mama help you. She's like, what is this witchery? I don't remember this stuff. She sees a leaf moving and she's wondering what it is. She sees them out the window all the time and she stares at them for hours with the leaves blowing. I did not get the chance to clean up my yard before our first snow hit, so yes, it is a mess. There we go. Now she's starting to explore. Pardon my wood pile here in my little bucket garden that I have in the spring. Obviously you can see I have a real mess over here. I'm actually in the process of building a wood rack for firewood. I have access to a decent amount of firewood, so I need a place to start stacking it. Unfortunately, again, with like most of my projects, I got started and the really bad weather hit, and I wasn't able to continue. But I should probably do that this weekend since the weather is pretty mild. She seems to really like my shed. You want to come with me? I'm sure you smell all the other cats that are probably crawling under the shed for shelter in the winter and in the rain. I frequently hear the male cats outside my window just yowling and howling, because obviously they can tell there's a female inside. I am actually really surprised at how well she's suddenly taken to it. She really is such a mild-mannered kitten. I mean, well, she's not a kitten anymore. She's full-grown, even though she's small. I'm really surprised at how well she's taken to this. I think just the excitement of being outside might have usurped the discomfort of the harness. I obviously need to adjust it a bit more. It's kind of wonky, but at least it's on there. It's not coming off, and she's not trying to claw it off. She really likes this shed. I really do want to get her over here to my fire pit area, because my back window faces this direction, and she's always, or my bedroom window rather, is facing this direction, and she likes to look out the window at the animals. She sees all kinds of critters coming out of the woods. Here, let's go explore some other places. Come on. Okay, so she's finally moved away from the shed. Yay. Go Nugget. No, you gotta stay over here, baby. You gotta stay on this side. I can't believe how easy this has gone. I can't believe she's not throwing an absolute fit. Most of these first-time videos you see of cats being leash trained or harness trained, they plop on the ground and refuse to move. But she has just taken to it. I'm afraid I might have opened up Pandora's box, because I'm afraid now she's going to try to get out every time the door is open, which she never did before. What do you find, huh? You're going to find all kinds of new smells out in the woods. Okay, I think she's wanting to go back inside. All right, baby, we'll go back in, okay? Come on. Go on. No? Did you not get enough outside yet? Come on. No, don't tear up my screen. It's already tore up enough. Come on. Come on. Now she don't want to come back in. Come on. Oh, she's actively resisting. Come on. Nope, she does not want to come back inside. She's found a new adventure. Come on. Come on, Nug. Good girl. Good girl. I want to get in the habit of taking it off when she's inside so that she associates the harness with getting ready to go outside, and hopefully she'll really come to enjoy that. All right, come here, baby. Here, come here. Come here, let mommy take it off. Mommy might take it off. All right, you did a good job, baby. Good job. There you go. Good job, Nugget. Good job, baby. I'm so proud of you. You did such a good job. Get a good shot of her little cross eyes here. Nugget. She won't do it. Okay. So as I alluded to in my channel premiere video, my main motivation for doing this is that I have found that nature is very healing for me. And I have had a lot of trauma in my life, you know, over the past 40 odd years. And when I get out in nature, I'm able to get alone with my thoughts and wrestle with my demons, so to speak. And one of the things that's really pushing me to get out there right now is my mother passed away January 4th of this year. I don't want to make this a downer video, I don't. But she was very ill, and she had been ill for quite some time. But watching her decay was just heartbreaking. And she did pass, and we laid her to rest. Actually, this week, it was Wednesday of this week that we laid her to rest. But I know that there are things in my childhood that are not her fault by any stretch of the imagination, but things that I need to get out and address within myself, you know, things I need to reconcile with in my own head. But I can do that. I can do that out in nature. As I mentioned on my trail hike video, that when you spend that much time alone with nobody around you, no other people to interact with, the only person you have to talk to or think with is yourself. And you can really get deep into your own emotions and really find out the core of your issue. You know, what's bothering you? Why is it bothering you? How do you address it? How do you heal from it? And that's also one of the reasons that I love camping in the winter so much, is that when you get out there, it's so calm and so peaceful. Usually the campgrounds are completely empty, so those are a great place to go if you're new to it. But, you know, get you a little electric site, get you a tent, get you a little ceramic heater. Those are usually pretty safe, and they have tip over sensors in them, so if they fall over while you're sleeping, they shut off and won't catch anything on fire. But I recommend it. Just get alone. Just you or maybe a close friend or a companion or what have you. And just the peace, especially at night, if you get a nice big fire going, you're sitting around it, you're bundled up, you don't get cold. You actually can be very warm and comfortable. But just watching the fire burn, and depending on your location, like around here where we're at in northern Indiana, we have coyotes that we can hear, and we've actually got some foxes that have moved into the area that you can hear, and occasionally we'll hear owls, not so much in this time of year, but I've definitely heard coyotes. And just getting alone like that in the peaceful calm of winter when it's so quiet, and if you're out in a place where there's not a lot of light pollution, you can see the stars, it speaks to you and it's healing. And that is what I need right now. I have a great job. I love my job. And fortunately, it is of the sort that if I need to work remotely, I can. So that kind of opens up the ability for me to, say, get off work on a Thursday evening, immediately jump in the car, take off to my location, get someplace where I have Wi-Fi access, work my day on Friday. As soon as the day is done Friday, I can immediately hit the campground or wherever I'm, bushwhacked out or bivouacked or whatever they want to call it. Um, just to kind of give myself a little extra time, and then if things are pressed and if I don't have to be back in the office on a Monday morning, I can, of course, work remotely. But if you don't have that option, all across the U.S., there are state parks all over the place. And all over the country, there are state parks that you can get into for very cheaply. And especially in the winter, the campgrounds are usually very cheap, less than $20 a night. I've seen them as low as $13 a night, which is actually really good for an electric site in the winter. Um, and there's nobody around. It's just the most peaceful, healing thing I could recommend. And so Nugget and I, after I get her a little more comfortable walking on the harness and being outside for longer periods, we're going to take a little trip. It'll probably be someplace local. It'll be in my tent with the heater. So as to not stress her too much, or, I don't want to get her near the wood stove in a hot tent and kick something over or catch her tail on fire. So there'll be a learning curve for both of us, but I'm really looking forward to it. I think that I'm going to have some great adventures. I'm already enjoying this whole thing. Got a couple of new subscribers. Thank you all so much for joining. I'm not the kind of person that cries and begs for subscribers. If you'd like to, that's fine. If not, that's fine. But I really do hope that you will continue to join me and you will follow along as I live this two-spirit life.